Well, it's been a little while, but we finally got another update on Rob Zombie's The Munsters. We got some new photos, and we're going to talk about why we haven't heard anything about EDDIE Munster. Alright, so finally we get to talk some more about The Munsters. Rob Zombie's dropped a photo here and there. I didn't want to just come in with one photo and talk about it. I wanted to wait till he had a couple photos that I could gather together and talk to you all about at one time. Now that we have that, some of these photos are pretty interesting. The first one, though, I'm going to admit, doesn't really reveal a whole lot. What we have here is just a black and white photo of Lily, Herman, and Grandpa getting their makeup touched up, I guess, in between sets. Rob Zombie captions it saying, "It takes quite a team to keep the Munsters looking so fresh and camera ready from sunrise to sunset." Now again, there's not a whole lot to see here. It's just them getting touched up between scenes. It's a black and white photo, so it's neat because it is black and white, which makes you wonder, is this film going to be shot in color or black and white, which I'm going to touch on in this next photo. Now, this one we see here, this guy sitting in front of some monitors looking out, and Rob Zombie captures this one, "Happy birthday to Zeus." Here he is hard at work, laying down some spooky sounds at Goat Head East Studios for the Munsters. Zeus also scored 31 and 3 from Hell, along with programming duties on Venomous Rat Regeneration Vendor album, and full on producing my last 2 albums. Best producer out there, happy 50th. So clearly this guy is laying down some sound work for the Munsters movie. And if you look at the monitor, we have a colored picture of Lily Munster. Now, unlike the photo we have of them touching up makeup, this one is full color. So now I'm wondering, is this film going to be shot in color? I'm kind of getting that vibe that it's most likely going to be a colored movie. But then again, all this could very easily be changed once all this is edited. The color makes sense though with all the vibrant colors they have in this photo, like her purple outfit and her bright red lips. But I will be honest, if I'm looking at this photo as a still, it really doesn't give me a Munsters vibe. So I don't want to prejudge that on a still photo from a monitor that could be totally taken out of context. So I want your thoughts on what this picture could be. Now moving on to the next photo, this is a picture from behind the monitor, basically Rob Zombie's view as the movie's being shot. And again, this is in color. I don't know if it were being filmed in black and white, if the monitor would show that. That way you have a good depiction of what the scene would look like, or if maybe these colors are what we're going to see. There is a lot of green tint in the picture, which does kind of look spooky and kind of Munster-ish, so maybe, again, this is going to be filmed in color. But the caption on this photo says, "A view from my monitor. 3 very tired Munsters trying to conserve their energy between takes. It's been a tough one for this trio. 3 hours in makeup, 14 hours of shooting, 1 hour of cleanup, then to drive back to the hotel, grab a few Z's, and straight back to the set. It's definitely the end of a long day here. Outside the stage, the sun is definitely beginning to rise, working from sunrise to sunset. Cheers to these 3 for always bringing the thunder." So clearly we're in the middle of filming a scene inside the Munsters' house. We can see the coffin in the background there. And the 3 of them do look pretty tired. I guess it has been a long day. But I do like the way it looks. It has this nice little creepy vibe to it. Again, with the green colored tint and everything going on. I like this photo. I get more of a Munsters vibe from this than I did the previous photo. But I want to know what your thoughts are. Obviously, I like this. But again, I'm going to reserve my final opinions till I actually see the movie. Now, there's one more photo we're going to take a look at before we start talking about EDDIE Munster. This one is very simple. It's a cartoon picture that says, "Good morning, Transylvania." And in the bottom here in this circle, we have a blonde vampire. Now, the caption Rob put on this one is, "Attention, Munsters casting news. Our good friend Dee Wallace has joined the cast of the Munsters. Dee is the voice of Good Morning Transylvania. Transylvania's second favorite morning show, soon slipping into third if they don't update their format. D is a zombie regular appearing in Halloween, The Haunted World of E, Super Beasto, The Lords of Salem, and most recently, 3 from Hell. So that's one more casting slot that Rob Zombie's filled for the Munsters movie, which segues into my next conversation, which is why haven't we heard anything about EDDIE Munster up to this point? The only Munsters family members that we have seen or heard of has been Herman, Grandpa, and Lily. The reasoning for this, and this is pure speculation, there's been a few comments both on Rob Zombie's Instagram, and I've noticed 1 or 2 on my own videos. Many people are suggesting that this could be pre-EDDIE Munster. So we're going to get an idea what the family was before Eddie showed up. That is a very strong possibility considering it looks like the major casting for the movie has already been filled. All the other castings, such as Cassandra Peterson, now Dee Wallace, they're all smaller roles. So this does leave the possibility open that this was when they just moved into the neighborhood and before EDDIE Munster showed up. Now, if that is the case, I'm going to be honestly a little heartbroken. I really wanted to see Eddie. I think he was one of my favorite characters in the show. But if he's not there and this is kind of more of an origin story, I guess we'll just have to work with it and see where it goes. But I want to know what your thoughts are on the possibility of EDDIE Munster not being in this movie. I also want your thoughts on all the photos we've shared today. Do me a favor if you made it this far in the video, I greatly appreciate it. Drop a like on it for me. Hit that subscribe button on your way out if you haven't already. I'm Kevin, and I'll see you at the concession stands.